Alright, y'all, this is where everything begins. This is none other than Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which was originally released for the Sega Genesis all the way back in 1991. But technology has advanced. So we're not playing this on the Genesis. As you can see, we're playing none other than the Christian Whitehead version, which was released on mobile devices. And only for mobile devices, if I'm not mistaken. There's also Sonic Origins nowadays, which I'm not sure if that's the Christian Whitehead version or not. But basically, it's a pretty much a remake, like a ground up rebuilt version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and its game engine and graphics and all that type of stuff. Basically put together for modern day devices. But like I said, this was not released for really anything other than mobile devices. There was Sonic CD who got this kind of similar, well, really the same treatment beforehand. I think that was 2011. But only Sonic CD had a console port, I think. Like, I think that was on Xbox 360 and PS3. But in terms of like Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, these were only on mobile devices, which I guess I guess, which is kind of a crime, because this version of the game is actually like very good, and it's very faithful and true to the original version. Like, honestly, there's really no need to go back. Honestly, there's really no need to go back to the Genesis version. I can't think of a reason to. Yeah, but this is Green Hill Zone, and this is the special stages. Ooh, now yeah, this is ooh wait, this is taking me back. So Sonic 1 is not my first Sonic game, so it's like when I first played it, yeah, I was like, dang, it's very run-of-the-mill, like very vanilla. There's not much going on. And here's one of the things that was added to this version. So do you see how like the Chaos Emeralds like going right here? So on the original Genesis version, there were a lot of like different effects and stuff that they had to basically, you know, limit themselves based on what the Genesis could do, which was basically, one of the things was like transparency, rotating sprites, all that type of stuff. And as you can see with the Chaos Emerald, now they're like proper transparent effects and stuff. And the same thing happened with the rings too. Like if you get hit, the rings will like disappear, like a really fancy fade transition. All right, here we go. Even the, what do you call this? The invincibility? Yeah, that has like the same little effect. It looks better here. But anyways, I was talking about how Sonic 1 feels very vanilla. And that's because there are no characters other than just Sonic and Eggman. And even Sonic. Okay, let me try to grab this. Oh, I missed it. Dang, that's another thing I kind of I hate about this. Not I hate about it, but I kind of hate how when you go past the goalpost, you have a certain amount of time to get to the special stage ring. And 3 acts, oh my god. That's another thing that tripped me out when I first played this. Yeah, 3 acts is kind of overkill. The first 2 acts are always like super short though. We're not super short, but they're like, you know, I be feeling like the first 2 acts are long enough for just one, and then the third act is usually like a full length one as well, if that even makes sense. But yeah, yeah, Green Hill Zone. This is where it all starts too. I actually think, oh, excuse me, my bad. But yeah, Green Hill Zone is a pretty cool beginning stage, and this is gonna be pretty iconic in the years coming after this. a lot of times nowadays we kind of say that, you know, they lean too much into Green Hill. And you know, there are other stages and all that type of stuff, but hey man, Green Hill Zone is pretty iconic in terms of Sonic. It's just, I don't know, I just like the happy-go-lucky nature of it. It's just positive vibes. You got the animals. Oh, when it was remade in Generations, I really was able to like soak in my appreciation for not Emerald. I was gonna say Emerald Hill, Green Hill Zone. Bet. And we just, oh, there was Eggman. I didn't even mention him. It was pretty easy. The boss fights in this game aren't that hard. This game actually isn't very long either. There are only like, I think 6 levels. Like, so yeah. And here's Marble Zone. Another thing that this PC port / Christian Whitehead version adds to Sonic 1 is the spin dash. Now, my first experience of playing Sonic 1 was actually on Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube. And in that version, that is basically like just a Sega Genesis emulator with the ROMs. So that was the OG like Genesis version, which there you don't have a spin dash. And I think even just adding the spin dash, I feel like that doesn't really take away from Sonic 1. If anything, it adds to it. Because when you go back, if you try to go back to the Genesis version, it just feels like it don't even feel right not even having the spin dash. And if the spin dash is also, oh no, I got crushed. But the spin dash was added to Sonic 1 like not very long after, like it was Sonic Jam, I think. And Sonic Jam was like what, 1990, like something, like mid 90s. So not that much longer after Sonic 1, the spin dash would be added to it in an official way as well. The Sonic Jam is also like rebuilt, like a rebuilt version of like Sonic 1 and 2 and 3, like made specifically for the Saturn. Oh shit. Okay. Dang. Let me try to time this jump real good. Boom. Yeah, Marble Zone is very platformy. And yeah, so that's another thing about Sonic 1. The platforming is very platformy, I would guess you would. Yeah. I feel like the Sonic style of like high speed and platforming doesn't really come in until like Sonic 2. Like there's like bits and pieces here and there, but and I have missed the Emerald. I didn't even get 50 rings last time. I don't even, honestly, hey, if I don't get all the emeralds, it's just too bad. But if I do, you know, that's good. But I'm not really trying to pressure myself. There also, I think you can also add like the elemental shields too to this version of the game. I just didn't feel like figuring out how to before I hit record. Alright, push that right there. And this part right here, spin dash comes in handy. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright. That was a sad attempt of crossing that ocean of flames. Let me get this shield right here. Alright, and we gotta wait. I think we gotta wait for the little block. Or there's one area that you gotta wait for the block. Cause it's like you can like damage boost, like get hit by the rings and use your invincibility. And then maybe get hit by the shield and use your invincibility, like go across. But I think you kind of need. Oh, wait a minute. Did I mess it up right there? Oh no, spin dash jump. Well, it must be on this section that's coming up, or maybe it's in Act 3. But yeah. So yeah, if I had the elemental shields on, I would have like a fire shield and stuff, which would probably make this like way easier. Alright, go down there. and the points stack up every time you hit a new little block right there. Kind of interesting. Oh shit! All right. Dang. All right. Come on. All right, jump right there. All right. But yeah, y'all see how that was? There wasn't really much of. There weren't a lot of loop-de-loops. It was not really a lot of long stretches, like especially Marvel Gone specifically, and even like Labyrinth Zone. I think Spring Yard is what I think is after this. That's probably my favorite level. But I will say, music-wise, like even day one, Sonic has had music down pat. I like the theme. I like the theme of this. Of course, I like Green Hill Zone's theme, Spring Yard Zone, Starlight, all that stuff. Yeah, I think they are pretty fire, and even visually too. Like, I think Sonic 2 and 3 will later do things more interesting in terms of like visuals, but Sonic 1 is not that bad neither. Like, if I were to compare it to like Super Mario World, I don't even know if that's a good comparison. but if I were to compare it to like Super Mario World, I don't know. It's probably a step below, like just a step below. But when we go to like Sonic 2 and 3, oh yeah. It's definitely rivaling my man's Mario. Oh my god, how did I mess that up? Alright, bet. Let me try that one more time. Okay. And see, this is what I mean by they do not have Sonic's high speed platforming down pat yet. You can tell, because this is very much like not paced very well. At least I'll say that. All right, we made it through there. There. Little spin dashes. Oh no. Maybe I can jump through there. Ooh. Damn. My rings. Ooh, don't get hit. Alright. Take your time. Do a little roll right there. Yeah, that was your best friend in the original Genesis version. Like, you had to basically just roll. Like, I kind of wonder, like, when in the timeline did they figure out, oh, we're gonna add the spin dash. Oh no. Okay. Bet. I was almost going there right there. Nah, I ain't gonna try that. Even though I probably could have made it. Alright. Take out the bats. And I guess this is like the first game of a lot of Sonic enemies as well. But honestly, the Sonic enemies aren't like, the Sonic enemies are iconic in their own way, but I would never say that they're like as iconic as like Mario enemies or nothing like that. But I also kind of think that's because Mario uses his enemies in like spin-offs and stuff to the T, to where it's like they just feel like they're just engraved in the DNA of the series. But the Sonic enemies, well, at least Sonic 1, it's like they're cool, like the bats right here, but they're like, it's not much to say about them. Honestly. Oh, platforming. And that was kind of close right there. Alright, bet. Alright, here's Marble Zone boss. The pattern for this is pretty easy. It's like when he swoops down, from the other side. You just gotta make sure you catch them. And boom. That was honestly kind of easier than the first fight. Alright, and I like how the Sonic just hurries up off when you hit the capsule though. Not when the special ring is there though, because it's like Sonic, jump in the special ring. But alright. Here's Spring Yard Zone. And this is where the game gets a little bit better for me. Yeah, because Marble Zone is very much like Marble, like this is not Mario. That I've always thought that is where Marble Zone belonged in a more slower paced game. Alright. And Spring Yard Zone, mainly the music. Yeah, the music. That's the best part about this stage too. And visually it's pretty interesting. Oh no, almost got hit right there. Well, I did get hit. But I honestly don't know really just the theme. I guess this is supposed to be like just an area. See, that's another thing too. I feel like the areas in Sonic 1 are just a little bit more up to your imagination as well. Like I see a city in the background, but in terms of like this foreground, I guess we're supposed to be in like some type of amusement park or something like that. Like Spring Yard. What do you think of when you hear that? Uh-oh. Oh. Ouch. Alright, let me jump over these spikes. Crab meat. Oh, dang. And those enemies right there are not very animated. Did you see that? The enemy has like 3 animations. Like 3 frames of animation. Alright, but... Okay. Boom. Act 1 over with. I will say the color palette is very unique. Like the greens and the oranges against like the purple background. Alright. Oh no, I thought I could do a, what they call it, a badminton bounce. Let me see if that's here. Oh dang, I gotta make sure I hit the crab meat though. If I miss right here, oh well. Man, oh well. Y'all get the gist. But right there, I didn't get hit by the spikes. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Alright. Roll down here. See, like that's a good, this is a good start right here, like this. But there's really nothing to this but it being like a slope right here. Alright, come on. And this part right here is kind of infamous for, oh my god, yeah, that right there. Okay, come on Sonic. I swear I do not be trying to do this on purpose. Every time I come through this stage, this shit happen. Oh, can I even get out of this? Oh my god. Alright, thank you. Oh, anyways, alright, let's matriculate. Ouch, my shield. Okay, do a little spin dash through there. And oh dang, I think I missed that jump right there. No worries. And I now then made it through Act 2. Bet. Alright, let's see what Act 3 is hitting on. And oh wow, we got a lot of speed right there. That shield, come to Papa. Oh, if I can even get to you. Alright. Oh my god. I ran straight into that. Oh, shout out to widescreen too. Now that's another obvious addition to this. Cause even like I know like later games, especially mobile games, mobile Sonic games, like handheld Sonic games, they're like very easy to like just not really. They're real easy to be thrown off guard from like what's in front of you that you can't see. Like that's even on like Sonic Advance, Sonic Rush, all those type of games. And even like the classic Sonic games, just a little bit, like the extra screen space does help, like a lot. And that's another big reason where I just like I don't really see a reason to go back to Sonic 1, like on the Genesis or Sonic 2. Like these are definitely like, for all intents and purposes, these are the definitive versions of these games. Now when we get to Sonic 3, it's a little bit of a different story, but we'll get there when we get there. Post Sonic 3. Alright, and we gotta get through here now. Oh no, my fault. Alright. Bam. Oh. Oh dang. I rushed. I tried to get through there too fast. Alright, don't fail me now, Sonic. Oh dang. Wrong. Got the timing wrong. Oh no, how could I do that again? Okay. Let's get through here. Oh, I made that platform. Alright, so here we go. Be careful. Yeah, the thing about Sonic 1 is you gotta try not to rush through. Which like defeats the purpose a little bit. Alright. Spin dash through there. Okay. And here we go. This boss fight, it's not that hard neither. You can kind of see Eggman like veering down a little bit when he's just like hovering through the air. But it's like kind of random when Sonic wanna actually hit. Oh boy. Alright, dang. You gotta be careful now. Alright. I'm gonna try to get him right here. Boom. And you can still like lose your life, so be careful right there. Bet. Okay, so yeah, that was a good little session. So that was episode 1. And I will catch y'all in episode 2 in the next part. So yeah, catch y'all on the flip side.